How are you going to grow your business in a recession? I've got the 4 big tips for you today on this episode of the Dave Lorenzo Daily. Hi, my name is Dave Lorenzo, and today we're talking about growing your business in a recession. That's right, you found this video because you're focused on figuring out new ways to grow your business. Maybe you're having difficult economic times, or maybe you're just worried about difficult economic times. Well, this is the place to be because this is where smart people come for sales advice. I'm Dave Lorenzo, and I'm here every day at 5 p.m. with a brand new video for you designed to help you do this and sell more. Every Thursday, we do an interview with an expert, a CEO, with somebody who's doing exactly what we talk about all the time. You can model your behavior on theirs. If you want to be a part of our community, and I'd love for you to be a part of our community, I invite you now to subscribe. Hit the subscribe button and ring the notification bell so that you find out exactly when we upload new content and when we go live with special bonus features. Speaking of bonus features, you're going to want to stick around to the end of this video. I've got a bonus tip for you for growing your business in a recession. Okay, let's talk about the 4 different ways you can grow a business in a recession. And the first way seems kind of obvious, but when times get tough, when the poop hits the fan, you don't think of the obvious stuff. I want you to overwhelm your current clients with service. That's right, I want you to overwhelm them with service. I want you to provide them with a fantastic experience, and working with you has to be the best possible experience. What does this mean? It means you need to pick up the phone when it rings. You need to give people your personal cell phone number. You need to be able to help them with anything they need, even if it's outside of the realm of what you normally do, because people are looking to work with people with whom they have a relationship, and relationships are built on a foundation of trust. When times get tough and money gets tight, people gravitate toward the places where they feel comfortable, and they gravitate toward places where they get an enormous value. One of the key drivers of value is the experience people have. You've got to overwhelm your clients with service. You got to make sure they understand how important they are to you, and you've got to do everything you can to make them feel good about investing money in you. I'll tell you, during the last economic downturn in 2008, 2009, 2010, I belonged to a local gym here in Miami where I live. And although many people discontinued their gym memberships, the number one reason people continued to go to the gym where I was a member was, and the gym did a survey on this, they felt like they were home when they went to the gym. It was the one place in a world that was turned upside down that they felt comfortable. It was one place where the experience was predictable. It was the one place where when they went in there, everybody knew who they were. They knew what their workout program was. They were waiting for them, and it was warm, welcoming, inviting, and comfortable. That's the way your clients need to feel. You've got to overwhelm them with service. You've got to talk to them about their issues, their problems, and lend an empathetic ear. You have to be somebody who is connected to what your clients are feeling. When you are, you will be the last thing they cut out of their lives, because you'll be the place they feel good about going to. You'll be the person they feel good about talking to. When all else fails, you've got to be the place that they're comfortable with. You've got to be the person that they feel comfortable talking to. That leads me to my second key tip to growing a business in a recession. Ask for referrals and connect with everyone you possibly can. Your current clients know you, like you, and trust you. When times get tough, they're going to continue to know you, like you, and trust you. I want you to go out and connect with everybody that you can, and I want you to try and put people together to do business with one another. And then after you connect them to do business with one another, when they say, "Hey, Dave, what can I do for you?" that's when you ask them for a referral. And remember, here on the Dave Lorenzo Daily, we've got dozens of videos on how to get more referrals. One of the things I constantly talk about, and one of the things that we've had conversations about over and over again, is you have to be very specific when you ask for referrals. You need to know each one of your clients. You need to know who each one of your clients knows. And when your clients are ready, when they say to you, Dave, thank you so much for referring me to Mr. Jones. He just spent $50,000 and it made my month. I'm really glad that we're friends. You say, you're welcome. It's my pleasure. I know you'd do the same for me. And when they say to you, well, of course I would. Who can I introduce you to? You got to be ready like that. You got to have somebody in mind immediately. And you have to say, I want to meet Adam Smith. He's the CEO of XYZ company. And the reason I want to meet him is because I have a solution in the banking industry that revolutionizes the way they track client relationships, and I want to meet them, or whatever it is your business does. The key things to include: the guy's name, you want his position. He's the CEO, the company of XYZ company. Here's the reason why I want to meet him, and you give them the reason why. And finally, you remind them of what industry this person's in. Why do you do those things? If they don't know the exact person, they may know somebody else at the company. If they don't know the person or somebody at the company, they may know somebody who holds that role. That's why you give him his title. And the reason you give them the reason why is because you want them to be able to approach the person and articulate the reason why they want to meet him. But even more importantly, you want them to be able to think about other people who need the solution that you provide, and you tell them the industry because they may know other people in that industry. That's how you ask for referrals. So step one is to connect everybody you know with other people. Always give first. Connect people with other people. Step two, when they say thank you, you say, I know you'd do the same for me. And when they say, who can I introduce you to? Have someone specific in mind and use the formula I just gave you. The third way to make sure you grow a business in a recession is to increase your visibility. I want you to go out to every group you can possibly find, whether it contains suspects or prospects or clients, and I want you to offer to give educational talks to those groups. I want you to educate people either in your industry or outside your industry on the value you provide. I want you to educate them on ways that they can help themselves based upon your solutions and your situation in your industry. I want you to be out there educating as many people as possible. I don't want you to ever turn down a chance to speak to anyone, because if there's one person in that room who has a need for your service, who wants to work with somebody in your industry, and who has money, I want you to capture that person. You need to increase your visibility and speak everywhere. I also want you writing educational articles, and I want you submitting them to every publication that will take them. Normally, we focus on industry trade publications, and of course I want you publishing in industry trade publications, but when times get tough and money is tight, you've got to be saturating the market with publications that you create for educational purposes. If you've spent your entire career educating lawyers on how to make more money, guess what? Other professionals like CPAs can also benefit from that advice. Take those lawyer articles, change the word lawyer to CPA, and distribute them to CPA groups as well. Do this everywhere you can. I want you to be all over the place. Double, triple your efforts to increase your visibility. I want people to see you everywhere, because the minute they have some money to invest in services, I want them investing in you. The fourth tip: distribute as much free content as possible. If things get slow, you have a little extra time, you should be writing articles every day, posting them on LinkedIn, posting them on Medium, posting them on your website. Film videos like this one, educational videos, distribute them everywhere you can. Send them via email to people you know, everyone you know. Send them to people in your LinkedIn network. Send them to people on Facebook. Post them to groups on Facebook. Post them to groups on LinkedIn. Join every group in the industries within which you work and share valuable content as often as possible. Distributing free content will attract people to you like a magnet. As I said in the previous point, increasing your visibility is the name of the game, because even in a recession, there are people who have money. You just need to make sure they know who you are and the value you can provide. Now, I promised you a bonus tip at the end of this video, and here is your bonus tip. When times get tough, communication is key. People will go into a shell and they will feel really bad about themselves, they'll feel bad about their business, and they won't want to communicate with people to whom they owe money. You need to be welcoming and open to allow anyone to vent to you and to communicate with you. I encourage you to start a weekly email newsletter, and as long as you have the money, if you can afford it, start a monthly print newsletter. Send it out to everyone you know, once a week email, once a month print. If you can write more frequently, twice a week email. Be inspirational, offer educational content, and welcome people to call you and talk about their issues and maybe offer them some solutions. Here's the thing. When you offer an empathetic ear and you communicate with people frequently, that you're the first person they want to give money to. They don't give money to people who kick them when they're down. They don't give money to the people who repossess their cars. They don't give money to the people who think that they're only as good as the last payment they made. They give money to the people who understand their situation and want to help them. The person who doesn't have cash today may be rolling in it tomorrow. As I make this video today, I'm telling you that I'm doing business right now with probably 100 different people, and that's no exaggeration. If anything, it's an underestimate. I'm doing a business right now with 100 different people who in 2008, 2009, 2010 had no money. And I offered them advice, I offered them guidance, I continued to stay in touch with them through 2009, 2010, 2011, and when things turned around and they had business in 2012, 13, 14, 15, they invested in my services and they're great clients for me right now. And because I stuck with them, if there's another economic downturn, I will be the last thing cut out of their budget because they know I'm here for them. That's your bonus tip. Communicate with people, even the people who don't have money, as frequently as possible, because when times are good, people remember that and people will be loyal to you. These are your business tips for growing a business in a recession. I'm Dave Lorenzo and I'm here every day. Be sure and subscribe. Hit the subscribe button, ring the bell. I'll help you get through tough economic times and I will be here for you every single day. So I look forward to seeing you right back here again tomorrow for another edition of the Dave Lorenzo Daily.